Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us during your lunchtime for today's Lunch Talks Enriching Journeys with Angeline. So, we're excited to welcome all of you to the third session in our series of events celebrating Beyond Insight's 16th anniversary. My name is Ningshen, and I'll be your host for today. Now, before we jump in, I'd love for everyone to turn on your cameras because it's always fantastic to see more of your faces. Can see Kim Chu, Yufat, nice to see all of you familiar faces, Catherine, Padmini. So I love for more of you to turn on your cameras as well. So as you know, this year's theme is all about 16 years of enrichment. So here at Beyond Insights, we see trading not just as a financial pursuit, but also a journey of character building. So this can be done through the grit cycle. And do any of you still remember what grit stands for? Type in the chat. So what is GRIT? Hi, Kai Xiang. So what does GRIT stand for? Does anyone remember? Type in the chat. Okay, give you a hint. First one is growth. What's R? Resilience. Yes, thank you, Cheryl. Give you BI points for BI dollars for that. GRIT, grit, growth, resilience, insights, and transformation. And today, we're excited to have Angeline, one of our amazing coaches with us. And so, hi, Angeline. When
Hi.
she's not off traveling or bird watching, you can find her as a coach during our swing trading workshops, options, company insights, and also behind the scenes with the macro and industry program. So please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Angeline, everyone.
Hi,
Hello,
everyone.
Angeline.
Hi, Nation. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me here.
Thank you so much for being here today during this lunchtime. We want to get as many of you coaches to share with us as possible.
Sometimes the coaches are shy.
Ah. So, Angeline, as we get started, can you please share more about your background with our students who are here with us today and how you got started on this trading and investing journey?
Sure, happy to. So I trained as an accountant, and that was many years ago. And I was actually working in government-linked companies, multinational companies, even listed companies overseas, primarily in the infrastructure industry. And my area of focus was mainly in business development, strategy, and also performance management. So with that kind of responsibilities, there was actually a lot of traveling involved. And it may be very nice for us to travel for fun, but when you have to travel for work, I know some of you can attest that it's not a very comfortable situation to be running in and out of airports, very early flights. And I knew that it wasn't so sustainable long term. So I was actually looking around to grow my nest egg faster. And that's when I found Beyond Insights. I attended their power investing and power CFD course. I think now you call it the VTP. So I attended that in November 2015. And by 2017, I was getting ready to ease off my corporate work. But still not ready yet because there was no consistency as of yet. So I actually took on part-time positions to still get some income coming in. So that's what happened for me. And I would say that for me, trading seriously began in 2017, and I'm still enjoying it now.
That's great, Angeline. So, Angeline, also to sidetrack off a bit, right? I also know you used to own a farm, which is how you got your old tagline. What was it? Farmer by day, trader by night. So, alongside farming, I also understand you have a passion for bird watching, which is a very interesting hobby. I've never heard of it before. You mentioned it. So, could you share with our students here today, what is bird watching and perhaps what is the most interesting place that you've been to recently as well?
Okay. All right. So bird watching is very simple. It's the act of watching birds. And in my case, I like to photograph them as well. And it's quite an addictive hobby because birds are everywhere, of course. So
Mm-hmm.
The thrill is actually going around all over the world, looking for unusual and new birds, which we call lifers,
Mm-hmm.
and photographing them, and then getting a check mark in my list of birds. So I think that over 10,000 species. I have a long, long way to go.
So
Uh,
how far along are you on this list already?
I'm probably, just a bit more than 1,000 plus.
Oh wow, 1,000 birds.
And I've been going at it quite quite seriously. So it's good. It's good to have something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
It takes us to new places. One of the more interesting places we went to in March this year, that was Costa Rica. Really, really the other side of the world, but beautiful, beautiful birds. In middle of the year, we also took a trip to Kenya for safari and also for birds. So yeah, it's keeping me quite busy.
So outside of trading and supporting BI workshops, that's your main passion at the moment, would you say?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
correct.
That's, so that sounds amazing. And in terms of your trading, what trading styles and instruments are you mainly using these days?
Okay, so my primary style is swing. I
Mhm.
use CFDs to trade swing because I like keeping things simple, and there's also more flexibility with time if you compare it against intraday, right? But when I travel more, or when I'm not able to get onto my computer, because sometimes birding will take you to really out of the way places and remote
Mhm.
sites. I would then switch my trading style more towards trend and investing. So actually, a lot of my portfolio now is in investing, and
Mhm.
I use stocks for that, and also covered calls. For trend, I use mainly diagonal calls. So I find that I'm actually utilizing all the aspects of what BI has taught me, but according to what I need at that point in time. Yeah.
Mhm. So how did you, come to peace with selecting the correct trading style for you? So that's something that a lot of our students struggle with as well, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
I think in the beginning, when I first I mean, after I took VTP, as you know it now, I went on to take all the other BI courses. So I was quite gung ho, and I ended up quite a bit confused. And
Mhm.
the aim during that time was, I need to make more money. I need to make more money. I need to, recover the cover the cost of my lost income and that sort of thing. So I struggled quite a bit. Because I gravitated towards intraday, but that wasn't really working out for me because I still couldn't commit to enough hours at night because that was my family time. Yeah.
Mhm.
So after attending MTB, I would say that was the turning point. MTB helped me uh, come to terms with what is the right style for me uh, in terms of my character, my personality, in terms of also my time commitment. So that's how I ended up with swing as my main style, and investing and trend as my secondary style. That's
Mhm.
not to say I don't use intraday at all, because when I'm able to be at the table during market open, I'm still using swing optimization to better time my trades. Yeah.
I see. All right. Thanks, Angeline. So, can you also share with our students here what other kind of challenges have you faced along your trading journey? What are some of the ups and downs, and how do you overcome them?
Yeah, certainly a lot of ups and downs. I think much earlier on, I didn't really have enough focus. So I think for a good year plus, after I started taking the courses, I didn't really do much. Yeah. But then uh, I knew that I had to take some action. So what I did was I actually joined as a student leader to to expedite my learning process, and also to be in a community where everybody understands everybody's problems. Yeah.
Mm.
And then the other thing is that I really had to define a lot of the meanings that I attached to things like consistent trading. Because consistency, when it's early on, it doesn't mean consistent profit. Uh,
Mm,
as a swing trader, you can't bank on month to month consistent profitability in the same kind of percentage points, right? So I had to redefine consistent to something that's more positive for myself, which was being a consistent trader in terms of making trades that follow the rules, for example. Yeah. So now
got
I my focus is more on long-term outcomes. I track my win rates. I track my reward over risk. I track my expectancy, and as long as overall over hundreds of trades, the numbers look fine, then I'm quite happy with it.
That's great.
Um,
You
I
mentioned
yeah,
redefining what consistency means to you. It's quite difficult, isn't it? Because when we talk about consistency in trading, the first thing that usually comes to people's mind is profits,
exactly. Yeah,
consistent profits over month and month. So
yeah.
after you shifted away from this thinking and redefined it, did you see how were there any differences in terms of how you approach the market and also in terms of your trading?
Yep, definitely. I mean, yeah, I come from a corporate management and performance management background. So um, the um, the brainwashing has been going on for like the past 2 decades, right? When I was
Mm,
working. So the profit driven mindset is very strong. So that it took a lot of work to overcome that. Um, and yeah, there are definitely ups and downs. What actually helped was like I mentioned before, I'm a very big proponent of MTB because trading for me is not just about learning the methodology of swing trading or DIT or whatnot, right? But it's also very much understanding yourself and mastering the trading psychology. That to me is a far more important thing because it's
mm,
very easy to learn the skill sets because we keep it simple with the process maps and all that.
mm.
But it's a more difficult and more challenging thing to master the psychology. Yeah.
Right. And you mentioned the ups and downs. How do you stay resilient throughout that? Do you have like a community to support you, or were you more of like a solo trader type?
Um, I think in the beginning, good. Okay, solo trading for me, it doesn't really work because um, you it's already a very challenging thing to do in at first, right,
Mm,
psychology wise. So for me, what really helped was as I mentioned, being a student leader coming in for the BI refreshers, and also very important for me was for getting into a buddy group. I mean, the buddy group that I have, they have become lifelong friends. So we are a group of people who are going through this together. um, I also believe that BI has a very strong forum to fall back on, especially when you're new and you're starting out. You're not sure whether you're doing the right thing. Those are all the feelings that I had in the beginning as well. So you need some validation of your thought process. So those kind of support systems can allow you to do that. The other thing that I thought was very important, especially for me in the beginning, was it's not just about practicing the skills. So doing the practice trades or small positions in live trading, but it's also about building up your knowledge. So I read a lot of trading psychology books. There's a lot of YouTube videos nowadays. So really a lot of resources out there. um,
And
and
like a big question that a lot of people tend to ask when we after we go through courses like investing and trading is whether you've made money already.
okay,
And
so I got that a lot as well, and I found that personally quite negative, right?
mm,
Because it really messed up my thought process. Here I am you know, looking to follow rules and, that
Follow
sort
the
of thing.
process
So
and
you make
focus on the
money already.
money.
Yeah. So I had to tell my family members, okay, please do not ask me.
Uh-huh. To set the boundaries.
Yeah, to set boundaries. So even today, some of them, they have no idea what I'm doing. So, but that's where the support from BI is so
Mm,
important, right? The other thing is also for 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 myself at least, I didn't let go of my corporate job straight away. I took on a part-time position, uh, so that I still have some assurance of income coming in.
mhm.
And then with that, I could also still pursue my life goal of starting up a farm. And then I've
Which you also
also
already achieved and sold off the farm.
and I sold off, yeah, I sold off. But I did get a permaculture certificate too. So so nowadays I have some friends coming to me asking me to design their gardens and stuff like that.
Oh.
So it's still very fun for me. But I also diversified my investments. So
Mm,
all these are the things that I did to make sure that I'm in the right frame of mind and not too hung up on making money when I do trading. Yeah.
mm.
And the other thing I would also uh, share is that um, I actually started with, a certain amount of money that I could afford to lose first. So then the pressure was off in terms of, I need to make money. Yeah.
Mm. I'll just pick up a question from the chat from Padmini. So, Angeline, how long did it take for you to trade live after the
Mm.
program, and how long did you paper trade for? I mean, I
Okay.
know it's many years ago, not sure if you can still recall.
Yeah, it is a good question. Students have asked me before, so I actually have gone back to check my my records. Um, I I was not a very very disciplined trader, so I did do paper trading. I did about 20 paper trades for swing around there, and then I went on to live trading. But
Mhm.
my live trading in the beginning was very very small. I started with risking just 0.3%
Whoa,
of
0.3.
0.3% of my capital. So and then I gradually moved that up to 0.5 and
Mhm.
then 1%. Um, so you know live trading for myself, I can feel uh you feel more in tune with trading when you're trading live compared
Mm.
to paper trading. At least that's for me, right? But having said that, when I did intraday trading, I also traded paper trading first, but just not like hundreds and hundreds. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
so
for paper
I
trading,
believe
make sure to paper trade.
paper trading is important for me, I believe, because in my 20 plus trades for swing, right, I made so many mistakes with the platform, mistakes with the orders, mistakes with my calculations. So all those are things that you don't really have to lose real money for. Yeah.
Mm. And Angeline, nowadays, right? How do you integrate the different trading styles, the instruments, and since you also support company insights, industry, and macro, how do you integrate all these company, industry, and macro knowledge into your trading and investing as well?
Okay. Sometimes it's quite seamless. So let me think about okay. So basically for macro insights, I find the topics interesting and also important because it is important for me in terms of managing the investment portfolio and making sure there's diversification within my investment portfolio. And that's also affected by what's happening on a macro basis,
Mhm.
similar as the industry insights. Yeah. So I would make sure that the bulk of the portfolio is in let's say mega trends, for example. So that sort of thing. um, I also find the industry insights helpful in terms of identifying catalysts for my swing trades.
It's interesting how you use different components for different parts of your portfolio.
Yes,
Ah,
yeah, that's right.
okay. So, back to, the last point about transformation, right, Angeline? So how has trading and investing enriched these other aspects of your life that you've already mentioned, such as personal growth, mindset, or even decision making?
I think that's a fair amount. I'm
Mm-hmm.
certainly I would say I'm a different person, and I hope a better person after trading. Personal growth. Um, the most important thing for me was being equipped with a skill set
Mm-hmm.
that I can fall back on no matter what's happening outside. So many of my friends got laid off. Bosses are evil, or all these things we face
Mm.
during our days in the corporate rat race, right? So I'm quite happy to not to have to depend on that. Yeah. So having the skill set so that I can continue to utilize no matter what. Um, I also get to wake up without an alarm clock nowadays, so I think that's really important for me. Yeah.
Simple pleasures in life.
Yeah. And then there's also a peace of mind that comes with this. So to me that would be the true freedom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, to be able to have that kind of lifestyle. I'm definitely much calmer now after MTB. I don't really sweat the small stuff. Uh, I it's a journey for myself also, keeping my life simple. Uh, so I simplify my decision making about life
Mm.
as much as I can. Uh, and there's a
Right.
lot of constant reflection. Yeah. Yeah.
And I see a question from Cheryl in the chat. Let me just pick that up first. So, Angeline, how many years from the time you started life before you considered yourself consistent? And at the beginning, did you trade consistently without taking long breaks?
No, I certainly took breaks because one was my work situation required me to take breaks. Uh, so I did have breaks in between. How many years did it take for me to achieve consistency? I I think I started in earnest in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was during the MTB, um, I okay, there's a lot happening at MTB, but what actually what I came out of it was that I would commit to doing 100 swing trades, uh, just following rules. Okay, you don't care about profit and stuff. So just 100 swing trades following the rules, and then
Mm-hmm.
at the end of it, uh, taking stock of whether the all your 100 was a net positive or not. So it took me about 1.5 years to do that. Uh,
And do
and
you track everything throughout?
yeah, I'm a spreadsheet freak, so I tracked everything through a spreadsheet. But actually, I have to give a shout out to, I think, Sam, who's here. He's part of my buddy group, so he was the
Sam,
one
our
who
coach Sam,
created.
right?
Yes, he was the one who created the spreadsheet for all of
Oh,
us. So until today, I'm still using that spreadsheet to track, like I said, the win rate, the reward over risk, uh, a number of wins and number of losses in a row, expectancy, a few other things that we track. So after hitting my 100th trade, I found out that, without even focusing on profits, I was actually making money.
oh.
So I would say that the feeling of consistency started from there.
Mm-hmm.
But having said that, of course, uh, I have to go back to the point I made earlier about, not looking at consistent as are you profiting every month, but consistent in terms of following the rules. And then the money really, really comes after that.
So do you find yourself like, becoming more confident and consistent in the way you execute your trades first before the profit even came?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that would be the um that would be my journey. Yeah.
I see. Thanks for sharing that, Angeline. So I have a few more questions in the chat here that I'll just quickly pick up.
Mm.
So one question by Eiling is usually how many open positions do you have at the same time?
5.
Five.
Yeah.
Following the rules, five.
Following the rules. Five. Okay, so I can expand a little bit more, right? Um, 5 swing trades. If I have any open trend positions, those trend positions already must already be in profit. So basically, at any one point in time, 5 open positions that could hit a stop loss with some loss in capital.
So
I hope you guys understand that.
Yep. So concurrently, 5% risk at all times. All right. So if you don't know, if you need some reminder, do go back and revise your trend trading manual. 5% concurrent risk. All right. And
I also, yeah, sorry, I just want to like add a bit more color to that. So I don't always have like to make sure that I've got 5, right? So I also like to spread my but the opening of my trades out. For example, now I have 5 empty bullets, right? So I would not straight away go in and take all 5 positions. Maybe I'll take 1 or 2 now and then wait for the next week because the market is going up down. So I don't want to put all 5 new trades in at the same time. Yeah.
I understand that. And one more question is by Kim Chu Teo. How did you fit the role of student leader into your busy schedule?
The student leader role was actually during the weekends. So weekends generally I have time. Yeah.
I see. Okay, so it doesn't really clash with your busy work schedule at that time.
My normal work schedule.
Yeah.
That's right. And I think BI is also quite flexible because if I can make it, then I'll be there. If I can't, then I don't have to worry too much about it. Yeah.
All right. Thanks. Thank you, Angeline. So lastly, to wrap up for today's session, right? If there's just one advice that you would like to give to our students as they go along this journey, what would it be?
Only one. No,
Can be three. If you have more advice to share, why not?
Okay. I think it's very important for you to understand the reason why you are trading. What is your strong why? And because when you have a very strong why, then it's easier to cultivate the commitment and the focus to go through the difficult ups and downs in the beginning, right? That would be the first one. The second, sorry, I'll get 3, right? The second one is that I believe it's very important for all of us to continue building up skills and knowledge. So it's not just about practicing your trades and all that, but it's also about continuing to read up, trading psychology books, going through YouTube videos and things like that. And the third one is actually to really enjoy the journey, right? To build that passion and to enjoy what you're doing. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for all that, Angeline. We really, really appreciate you taking your time out and sharing your journey with our students here today. So everyone, I hope Angeline's sharing has also inspired you to reflect on your own journey and to also embrace grit, to grow, to be resilient, find your own insights, and to ultimately transform yourself for the better, just as Angeline has already done. All right, not just in your trading, but also in your everyday life. So once again, thank you, Angeline. And I'd like to thank all of you for being here for today's session as well. So as usual, it's time for our lucky draw. So I have 3 names here, and the lucky winners will walk away with 100, 300, and 500 cost vouchers. All right. So as usual, when I call your name, please do type a me in the chat so that we can verify that you're here. Otherwise, we will have to redraw again. Okay, so first prize that we are drawing. Okay, first 100 ringgit voucher. Right, Raymond Lim, are you here, Raymond? Raymond, yes, thank you. Okay, congratulations, Raymond. Okay, next draw will be for the big one, 500 ringgit voucher. Vera, are you here? Vera, okay, congratulations, Vera. And last one, 300 ringgit voucher. Who's the last lucky winner for today? Right, congratulations, John. John, are you here? John Lim. John Lim, are you still here? Yes, all right. Congratulations, John. So congratulations to all the winners for today. Your vouchers will be sent to you by email shortly. So for everyone, be sure to join us for all our upcoming sessions as well, because we do have a live lucky draw at every event. And there's more. As part of our 16th anniversary celebrations, you also stand a chance to win a brand new iPhone 16. So in conjunction with our 16th anniversary celebration, right? So to enter, simply enroll in any package that includes MTB or macro and industry insights, and you'll automatically be entered into the draw on 28th of November. So we have more enriching sessions coming up. The next one will be with Hongze on 15th of October, Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. So again, it's a lunch talk. That's why it's at 12:30 p.m. So make sure to be there so that you can see how Hongze, as he shares his story as an ex-Inteller and how he is now a full-time trader. And also, the word that Kathleen used to describe him is a very caring family man. So once again, thank you everyone for staying with us throughout the session. Thank you so much, Angeline, for being here today. And we truly appreciate everyone's commitment.
Most welcome. Thank you, everyone, as well.
Thank you, Angeline. So look forward to seeing all of you for the next session. See you. Have a good lunch. Bye-bye.